Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Biodiversity and Conservation. I am Subbalakshmi Raut from Ambika Prasad Research Foundation, Odisha, India, and we are continuing our talk on seasonal and behavioral fodder plants of Asian elephant, a tool to mitigate human-elephant conflict. This is the second part, and we are going to discuss today about the elephant deaths, causes, and their conservation plans. Like, what are the causes of their deaths? Who are responsible for them? And what we can do to help maintain their population. As you know from the previous discussion, that elephant has come under the endangered category, and now we are going to discuss more about that topic. So, India is a home to about 30,000 elephants, and I'm talking about elephant means Asian elephants, and nearly 60% of the world's Asiatic elephant population. And like there is census for counting the human population, there is also elephant census that occurs at a particular interval of time. And according to the last elephant census conducted in 2017, there are 1,700 uh, 976 elephants in Odisha, and at first there was about 2044 elephants in Odisha in 1979, but um, in 1999 their number decreased, and after that there is gradual increase in their population in the subsequent years, and in 2017 we have the population of about 1976 elephants, and there are so many works going on to conserve their population, and the Odisha government has also taken some steps to conserve them. Like they have formed three elephant reserves in Mayurbhanj, Mahanadi, and Sambalpur for the protection and conservation of the elephants. And there are also two proposed elephant reserves um, uh, that is in the consideration that it should be done, um, like we should have two more elephant reserves to conserve their population. And the Simlipal Tiger Reserve core area has the highest concentration of elephants, that is at the time, like in 2017 there was 330 elephants, and then the Dhenkanal Forest Division has the second highest concentration of 169 elephants, and they are followed by the Satpusya Wildlife Division with 147, then Article Forest Division with 115, and then Balasur Wildlife Forest Division, and then comes Bhamra Wildlife Division, followed by Mahanadi Wildlife Division. So these are some numerical accounts of the population of elephants in Odisha, and this is the representation where, according to the 2017 elephant census, the eastern region of India, that consists of central eastern region, which consists of Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal. Their population is about 3,000 elephants, and out of which Odisha has about 1,976 elephants, which is about 7% of the Indian elephant population, but 72% of the population in the central eastern region. So these are some of the causes and the deaths of elephants, like rail crossing, um, railway accidents are also a major cause of their deaths. We will discuss in the further slides. Like each year, nearly 400 people and 100 elephants are killed in the conflict-related instances in India, and nearly 5 lakh families are affected by crop damage. The construction activities that include stretching of the um, construction buildings towards the elephant corridor. Elephant corridor is that pathway um, that the elephant takes during migration, and migration is an important phenomena which maintains their gene pool, which maintains their population and maintains their food, shelter, and reproduction requirements. So, this elephant corridor is a very important topic which has to be taken into consideration, because if we harm their ways, the way that they take to migrate, then obviously they will come to that place through another route, and that causes the conflict problems. So the construction activities that goes towards the elephant corridor is a major cause of concern, because it is one of the main causes of human-elephant conflict, and this occurs due to urbanization and our population increase. And during summer, we can see so many cases of elephant deaths, because as there is low availability of water plants and water inside the forest, so they come out to the to the villages or the um, uh, people inhabited places, like uh, towns or cities where there is availability of food, and they also raid villages for stored food grains like paddy and liquor during summer. And in Odisha, during 2015 to 2023, there were about 698 elephant deaths recorded due to diseases, electrocution, train accidents, road accidents, poaching, and poisoning. So here you can see that what are the causes of human elephant mortality. So, human-elephant conflict, ivory poaching, habitat loss, and fragmentation of their natural habitats are the major threats to the elephants in India. So, there are some issues, like due to diseases also elephant die because of some um, foot mouth diseases or anthrax or hemorrhagic septicemia, and there is also death of elephants due to natural causes, due to old age problems. Uh, but these are the natural phenomenon which will occur. But with the things that are increasing their mortality are poaching, electrocution, accidents, poisoning. So we are going to talk about that. Poaching, they generally uh, shoot the elephants, or they poison them with some plants or some pesticides or insecticides, so that they can kill them for ivory trade. Their tusks are very important in trade, where the teeth is generally sold in very high prices. And next cause is accident. road and train accidents, or falling from hilltop, or falling into wells, or getting struck by lightning, or all are the cases of accidents that cause the mortality of elephants. Next is electrocution. It can be accidental or intentional. Accidental incidents were caused by elephants coming into contact with the energy transmission lines passing through forest areas. But the deliberate electrocution of elephants was due to connecting the main grid power to fences around the crop fields. The people used to do this. They used to um, uh, surround their crop fields with electric fences with very high power of electricity, which uh, which caused the death of various elephants. Next is poisoning. Poisoning is seen in very low cases, but deaths due to accidental consumption of insecticides or due to people poisoning vegetables or waterholes or salt licks to target the elephants is also a cause of their death. And then uh, the greatest number of electrocutions were recorded when crops were harvested during October to December. This was done to protect their crop fields, indirectly causing death of so many elephants. The increase in the number of elephants killed by electrocution is probably related to the increase in the human population of Odisha. The this also applies to India also, the whole country. The growth of the human population has led to encroachment of on the elephant habitat, forcing the elephants to come out into the agricultural fields to feed, particularly during the harvest season. So this is normal when you will go to their place to stay. So where will they stay? They will come out for food, shelter, and this causes the interaction between human and elephant, causing the conflicts. When an elephant continuously raids a crop field, the local community may deliberately kill it using electric power line or poisoning or using firearms like guns. So the causes of human-elephant conflict, as you have known about that habitat loss. If their habitat loss, then they will roam around in search of food and get in contact with human, causing conflicts. Alteration of corridors. The if we change their migration routes, if we build buildings or roads in their path, then it will affect them, which will indirectly affect human. Poaching. Poaching is also a very important cause of human elephant conflict, and crop damage is also a cause because if crops are damaged, then the humans will not get their food, which will enrage them, and they will try to kill elephants, which will in turn make get themselves killed. The reasons including habitat fragmentation or some developmental projects like irrigation projects or canal projects or electric power line, roads, railways, expansion of agriculture, uh, or increase in any anthropogenic pressures on elephant habitats. These are all the causes for the human elephant conflict, and we have to reduce them by checking all these problems. Like if we will maintain their habitat, if we will plant more trees in their habitat, then they will not come outside to feed, which will decrease the interactions and lessening the human elephant conflicts, and we have to keep their corridors free, and we have to ban poaching and also make them aware that poaching is um, causing their population decrease and it's not good. There's disturbance in the balance of the ecosystem, and by planting more fodder plants in their habitat will indirectly decrease the crop damage by elephants, and these all causes will decrease, which will keep their population intact, and there will be no problem here. So there are some recommendations. Some are used in field also, and some are should be taken into consideration, like improvement of the electrical infrastructure, because electrocution is um, something that should be taken into um, um, more in view, because the that's a problem that cannot be solved by awareness or through local people or anything. There should be government interference in these cases. So there should be improvement in the electrical infrastructure in the elephant habitats, and there should be an increase in the height of the high tension power lines. Then the joint patrolling should be done in the high risk areas by both forest department and involving local communities and NGOs to reduce the mortality from electrocution, and tackling the issue of poaching um, by gathering and sharing intelligence between forest departments and law enforcement agencies, and in remote high risk areas where there shouldn't be any electrical wires, so there should be an alternative, that is solar panels could be installed in that places, and there should be more plantation of fodder plants in the elephant habitat to stop the unusual movements. So these are some plants that should be planted in elephant habitat, and these are documentation of which parts are consumed by elephant and what is the seasonal availability. If we know that these are there's through knowing their seasonal availability, we can plant these um, plants in their habitat so that they can get food in every season. So this will keep in check the human elephant conflicts. So thank you. This is all from me today.